Hi everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm read you another story, and I've got a silly story tonight about something that happens down on the farm. This book is called Three Hens and a Peacock. Three Hens and a Peacock. This is a story about three hens who live on a farm, and they live a very quiet, happy life until a peacock comes along and starts stirring things up. And we need to get inside this book and find out what happens when that crazy peacock joins the farm. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go.
Three Hens and a Peacock, written by Lester L. Laminack, illustrated by Henry Cole. Things were quiet on the Tuckers' farm. The cows chewed their cud. The hens clucked and pecked and laid their eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. Once in a while, someone would stop by to buy tomatoes or corn, perhaps a quart of milk. Nothing unusual happened there. Until... that peacock showed up. The peacock was in the box. The cows and the hens and the old hen kept right on doing what they'd always done. But that peacock had never lived on a farm. He had no idea what to do. So he spread his feathers and set to shrieking. Oh no, he's making a lot of noise on the quiet farm. Eventually the peacock wandered down to the road. When cars whizzed by, he shook his feathers and cried out in his loudest voice. Of course, folks stopped for a closer look. Wow, everybody's going to stop to see a peacock because they have such beautiful feathers. Day after day, more folks stopped to admire the peacock, and they all brought tomatoes and corn, eggs and milk. Business on the Tuckers' farm was booming. Everyone seemed happy to have visitors stopping by. Well, almost everyone. But trouble was brewing in the hen house. The hens were squawking and clucking and flapping their wings. We do all the work around here. I'd like to see that peacock lay one single egg. Exactly. He just struts around screaming. I suppose fancy feathers are more important than laying eggs. That lazy peacock gets all the attention and we do all the work. Oh no, the hens are in there complaining about the peacock, and the peacock can hear them. He's standing right outside. That must really hurt his feelings. The peacock had heard every word. For days he moped about, moaning and groaning. I wish I could be more useful around here. Huh! Clucked one hen. The others ruffled their feathers. The old hound stretched and slowly raised his head. Why not let the peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take a glamorous job down by the road? Well, the old dog has an idea. Let the hens go out by the road. See what hard work the peacock really does do. The three hens began clucking to one another. What a wonderful plan! Yes, it's a fabulous idea. Oh, ladies, we simply must fancy up our feathers tonight, and nothing but our brightest beads, bangles, and bows. We'll stop traffic for sure. Why, you girls know I can strut with the best of them. The peacock perked up. Let's do it, he declared. Tomorrow I'll stay here, sit on a nest, and cluck. And we'll get all gussied up, said the hens. We'll be so glamorous. So the hens want to go do the peacock's job, and they want the peacock to do the hen's job? I don't know if that's going to work. At sunrise the next morning, the hens strutted down to the road. The peacock marched right into the hen house and poked his head inside. Uh-oh. The hens flocked by the road waiting for a car. When they saw one approaching, they clucked and squawked and flapped their wings in a flurry of feathers. But every car whizzed right on by. The peacock sucked in his tummy and wiggled from left to right, trying to squeeze through the tiny henhouse door. His front half was in, his back half was out. He doesn't even fit in the henhouse. Down by the road, those hens tried every chicken trick they knew. Still, no cars stopped. Finally, the peacock made it into the hen house. He held his breath and pushed with all his might, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not lay a single egg. Not one. Well, peacocks aren't supposed to lay eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. What's that peacock doing in the hen house? Asked Farmer Tucker. Who knows? Said Mrs. Tucker. And what are those hens doing down by the road? Not a one of them is up here laying eggs. Well, the way things are going, we aren't likely to have anyone buying eggs today, said Farmer Tucker. We need that peacock down there stopping cars. Oh no, the hens and the peacock have messed everything up. Nobody's stopping to buy from the farmer. When the peacock heard that, he smiled the biggest smile you ever saw on a bird speak. I am helping, he thought. He squirmed back and forth until he popped out of the cramped hen house. Then he trotted off to find the hens. He does know he does have an important job. The exhausted hens were all clucked out. Every feather was out of place. What a day. We couldn't get one car to stop. It's true. Why, most of them didn't even slow down. The hens are so worn out. The peacock met the hens as they tugged up the road. I can tell you I'm not good at laying eggs, he said. I'm just not meant for it. One hen nodded. I put on my stellar strut, and even I couldn't stop a single car, she said. I have to hand it to you. Fancy feathers, your job is harder than it looks. The other hens agreed. The peacock looked relieved. So the hens marched back to the hen house. The peacock strutted down to the road. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening, and things were quiet again on Tucker's farm.
Wow, that was a crazy book. Those hens were pretty happy on their quiet farm. And then the peacock showed up. And the peacock went out by the road, and everybody wanted to see the peacock's beautiful feathers. So the peacock opened up, and all the people kept coming by, and the farm got really, really busy, and the hens weren't happy because they weren't getting any attention. And then the hens decided they were going to go out and try and be peacocks, and the peacock decided he was going to go try and be a hen. Well, they can't do that. And they found out it just messed things up. So they went back to being what they were supposed to be and doing what they were supposed to do. And then everything was nice and quiet on the farm again until, what's happening here? What is coming now in that box? Oh no, I don't know what it is, but I hope things stay calm on the farm with the three hens and the peacock. That was a fun book. I really like that. Peacocks are so beautiful. Did you see when she opened up her feathers and how colorful they are? You know, I've seen them at a zoo. Have you ever seen a peacock at a zoo? They're beautiful to look at. You should ask Mom if you can go to the zoo sometime and see a peacock. And look out for the hens, because they might get a little jealous if you're spending a lot of time with the peacock. But that's okay. Peacocks are beautiful, and hens are pretty too. Everybody just needs to be happy with what they are. Just like you and me. God made us special. He made us to be exactly what we are. You look like you, and I look like me, and we all look like different, but we're all special. And God loves each and every one of us. So I hope you'll remember that tomorrow when you're out with your friends. Don't worry if you're like everybody else. You just be you. And whatever you do, obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book. And I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.